Hi folks, my name is Nick and we're looking at Turbo Esprit on the ZX Spectrum 48K, not to be confused with Lotus Turbo Esprit. So let's select a city. We've got Wellington, Gainsborough, Romford or Minster. A lot of different choices here, but published by Durell Software in 1986. Let's configure the joystick so I can use that for this game. Essentially, you must stop some drug smugglers. There's 4 smugglers in all, and they meet an armoured car carrying drugs. You must stop them and their cargo, then stop the armoured car before it makes its last drop. You score points by capturing the smugglers. So here we go. And you lose points for killing innocent people and motorists. Here we go. So don't get distracted by this big steering wheel. I'm that little car that's weaving around traffic. We can bring up a map to try and find out where the smugglers are. Can't see him at the moment. Yes, and then once you've captured everyone, that's that. Also come out on the Amstrad CPC and the Commodore 64. But this is, it might not look much today, but this is genius. Look at the animation on this. The buildings going past. It's like a precursor to Grand Theft Auto. This game is well ahead of its time. By pressing fire button left and right, we can go around various turnings, so it's a bit sandbox and free roamish, which is rare for a ZX Spectrum game. 1986. Haven't seen it on the Amstrad CPC or the Commodore 64. If you played it on those ones, as per usual, please comment below, tell me what the differences are. Forward accelerates the car, back decelerates, and by pressing fire button on its own, you can shoot, but don't shoot innocent pedestrians. Where are we going? I do not know. In the green below, sometimes it will tell us if a car's nearby. When I've done that turning wrong, I've gone into a wall. So we need to reverse up a bit. But we're in North View. Uh-oh. I'm on the wrong side of the road. This isn't going to go well. Help. So this is Grand Theft Auto really on the ZX Spectrum, but called Turbo Esprit. Whoops. We're in a Turbo Esprit car for Lotus. Now we've got a penalty of 70. I think that's for crashing into alternative traffic. But moves quite smoothly, doesn't it? Wouldn't you agree? This is coming through a recommendation. I haven't played it a great many times, but let's see if we can at least capture one of the smugglers' cars. And they're sort of like purple, I think, in magenta colours. Don't know when they're going to turn up, but they're somewhere in this sprawling city. And I think they all look roughly the same, these cities. Especially Romford. Romford's quite close to me, if it is the Romford in the UK. They've got a dog... Oh, I've blown up. They've got a dog track and various other bits. Skill level 1, so that's the easiest. Lives 3 left. I'm a secret agent trying to stop the drug smugglers. Where are they? Don't know. Are there any other games like this on the ZX Spectrum? Let me know. But basically, for me, the object of the game is secondary. I just like the animation and exploring around the city. I want to do all 4 cities and just go round and round. I was a bit like that on Driver on the PlayStation 1. Yeah. It could be easier with like flashes on or an intersection. It could be flashes on the map to tell you where things are. I seem to be just driving around aimlessly at the moment as we go to West View. You need to avoid the roadworks as well, because crashing into those will get you penalty points. Oops, and I'm picking up the penalty points like nobody's business. And as you can see, my score is 0, which means I'm brilliant, I think. Oops, I've timed that wrong. I've steered into oncoming traffic. So it's clever, this game. All the cars are the same colour, apart from the drug smugglers ones. There's oncoming traffic. It's great 3D perspective. So it's two-way traffic there. How have they done this with 48K? I will never know. But it's good. Gameplay, well, you know, strictly speaking as gameplay, it's a little bit boring. But in terms of what the Spectrum can do, this is genius. And as a kid back in 1986, I would have been on this all day. The streets seem a bit similar, but as a kid with your imagination, things are a lot bigger then. So in your mind, it would have been a sprawling metropolis. Look at this. Grand Theft Auto, I think you can see the similarities there. Scale it forward 20 years and you're looking at the beginning. Now, you've got to stop at traffic lights or you get penalty points, and don't shoot people like I did there if you get a bit bored. I just blew up the car in front of me for no reason whatsoever. He probably deserved it. Have you completed this game? Have you captured all 4 of the smugglers' cars and the armoured car before they can wreak havoc on this poor town? Let me know. I need a lot more practice, as I do with a lot of these games, but I'm quite liking this. It's a bit monochrome apart from the sky, but I can forgive that. To do animation have colours as well, it might have turned into a bit of a mess. Let me know if the Amstrad CPC or the Commodore 64 had colours. Be interesting to have a look at those. By pressing M, you can bring the map up at any time, although the car keeps going along. And by pressing it again, you come out of the map. If you get stuck in any alleyways, because you can go down through some side turnings, where if you get stuck down there, you need a 3-point turn to escape. But if you can't do that, then T, the letter T, aborts the game on the keyboard, and you're up and running again. I didn't look up any pokes for this game. I'm sure there must be some for infinite strength or power, but I don't think it's really necessary, is it? It's a nice gentle drive. Have to avoid the traffic. There, don't crash into any. A certain amount of hits and your car will explode, but you would expect nothing less, really, wouldn't you? No in-game music, but the music at the start's pretty cool. Those lampposts look a bit small, but yeah. Normally I don't like games where you've got a cockpit view and a chase view at the same time, but this one's sort of okay. It's taking up a lot of the screen, that steering wheel, but for some reason it works. I think the 3D perspective, oh dear, I think the 3D perspective on a full screen would have been a bit of a struggle and wouldn't work quite as well. Check out my massive score. It's 0000000. So obviously I'm doing it all wrong. Now quite often when I do these reviews, it's not expert gameplay, so some people have been playing this forever, for about 30 years, will be screaming at the screen. Well, you know. Maybe you'll be better off watching a walkthrough. This is all about having a laugh and maybe having a beer if one's available and stuff. But keeping swearing to a minimum. This is a non-swearing channel, and any swearing I do will probably be by accident. I try and keep it PC. This is for everyone, no matter what age. Kids, adults, whatever, old age people, aliens, ghosts, whoever's watching really, I need the views. And that's that. I did well there. Turbo, I got on the penalty table of 460 penalties. Well, that wasn't ideal, was it? We captured no drug smugglers at all. Bomb. Right, here we go. Armoured car scene where now looking at the map, I was expecting to see like grid squares like E5 and B12, which is my favourite vitamin. But that should try and tell me where to drive to. But there's obviously a knack on this. What's the knack? Let me know. There's a pedestrian there. As we go down a side turning. What's the best way to capture these criminals? Is it just driving around and they turn up anyway? Drug car scene on N18. That's North 18. Where the hell's that? It goes 10, 15, 20 up the top there. Does that give me a chance? I need to get on North 18. Before these drug smugglers get away. And we're at a dead end, right. Now this is when I need an amazing 3-point turn, and I don't think my skills are good enough to do one. Never have I had so much difficulty doing a 3-point turn. To that point I reviewed Postman Pat. Check that one out. Most of the time I ended up driving in reverse. Hello everyone, I say to the pedestrians. Have you seen the drug smuggling car? Now, like all stupid drug smugglers, everyone in this town drives a black car, but drug smugglers drive a magenta or pink car, so that marks them out, and they need to change that strategy, but even so, I don't know where they are. We're in the town of Wellington, which I'm sure looks the same as Gainsborough, or Romford, or Minster. Right, we didn't obey the traffic lights there, I think, and got 60 penalty points. We crashed into that car, got another 10 penalty points. I wouldn't mind a racing game with this cockpit in it. It's like a Test Drive 2 sort of cockpit. Oh, come on. Can we score any points in this game? Hit car closing. There it is. In pink magenta with a bit of colour bleed. Right, we need to ram this off the road or shoot it. High speed chase. Did it. Alright, it stopped for that corner. We got a bit there. So that's a bit of damage. We got 50 points for that. Come back, pink car. Getaway music. Down, 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 down. I don't know what music that is. I just made it up. We just follow this person. Don't crash into anyone. As soon as he stops at lights, because they're law-abiding criminals, we've got them. Well, we're stuck between cars. We must have them soon. Wait for it. We must have it. This is like Chase HQ. Disable their car. Right. Hit car submits. Now what? Does that count as one? I can't seem to find reverse. That must be one, mustn't it? Let's just head on. We got 2,200 points for that, so I guess that means we did it. Now we drive around and look for the next car. I think to be honest, if we just keep driving around and not dying, that other car's probably going to turn up naturally. We pick up some penalty points. Well, you know, at least... Oh, I'm stuck. At least we've captured one of these 4 cars, so as I explode, so it's not a complete disaster. 3 lives left, and 3 drug smugglers left. Off we go. 3 lanes of traffic in both directions. Who'd have thought it on the ZX Spectrum? This game's pretty awesome. I'm liking it more and more. If you're new into it, if you're below the age of 20, you'll probably look at this and think, what the hell is going on? But trust me, it's good. If you're familiar with the ZX Spectrum, with its 48K limitations and its graphics and how to code it, you'll be well impressed with this. I'd love to see the coding of this game. They've done really well. It's a 3D environment and it's moving. Awesome. And it's quite fast as well, isn't it? Quite fast. It's the sort of game you expect on the 128K, but the 48K, how have they done it? Genius. Good graphics. Sound, well, you know, I don't think they had much memory really left to do the rest of the sound, but you got music at the start, and that's all that matters, really. What do you think of the game? Do you like it like me, or do you not like it? Here we go. Right, it's quite a big map as well, isn't it? It's quite a lot of places we can look at. Although the graphics do repeat quite a bit. But remember, child imagination. Imagination. Yes. There's some pedestrians there, I think. Oops. I pressed fire and left at the wrong time. Maybe I can turn this thing around. No one's hooting their horns at me, because they can't. I don't know what car this is. A Nissan blow-off or something. Oh no, it's a Lotus. Of course I know what it is. The whole game's called Turbo Esprit. It's a Lotus. I was going to say, I don't know what cars the other cars are. Nissan blow-off or something. Yeah, I don't know what those other cars are, but we're in a Lotus for sure. Oops, and I hit the wall and blew up. Quite fragile, these Lotuses. I think they're made out of dynamite. Oh, it's left me here again. I need to reverse and turn around. Oh god. I'm bound to get some fine here for bad driving. 430 penalty points. But this is going to put me on the high score chart. I don't know where this back alley is. No doors in these places. We're in some sort of industrial estate, I think. Another cul-de-sac, which is a dead end. Cul-de-sac being French for dead end. Right, let's get this gun working. I've already blown up one car at the traffic, but really you only need to use it on the armoured car at the end, and maybe the drug smugglers. They're very quick to give up. I think they're quite glad to get out of that pink car as well. Oh look, we're collecting penalty points, and I can't seem to reverse away from this hoodlum. We're locked together. Maybe that pedestrian can help. There's 3 of them. Can you push us, please? Oh, they're not bothered, are they? They're just walking off. Who are they? Oh, this could be game over here. I'm stuck. Oh, I managed to get out. Good. Right. Turbo Esprit. Oops. Oh dear, that's not what to do. I don't know what their car was made out of. Something pretty solid. Right, where are we? We're in Wellington. That's all I know. If this was Grand Theft Auto, I'd probably stop for a burger now. Or have a fight with a Hell's Angel and get out and steal a motorbike. But those options aren't available. Just keep going. Maybe there's no undulation in this, but I wouldn't expect there to be. Oh no! Oh no! I'm stuck between 2 cars. Right. My recommendation for this is don't go down narrow alleyways because look, I'm being blocked both sides by these silly cars, and they almost run that pedestrian over. It's much easier to get penalty points. Let's just fire the gun. I don't care now. Can I fire it going backwards? Yes. Boom! Oh dear, I've killed someone else and I've killed him. Let's kill him as well. I don't know who they were. They're probably bad people that would have been criminals at some point. So my penalty points are almost as much as my actual normal score. When you get bored, you do just find yourself blowing up innocent people in these games. Game over. Turbo Esprit, the penalty table. Well, you know, I hope you liked having a look at that one. I quite enjoyed it. It was a good recommendation. It was recommended by more than one person. So thank you to all you. That was Turbo Esprit by Durell Software in 1986 on the ZX Spectrum 48K. Thanks for watching that one as always. If you've got any comments about that game, racing games, or the ZX Spectrum in particular, then put them below. Until next time, take care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.